and welcome to a new crochet tutorial. Today I will be making myself a cozy cowl. It is a lacy design worked with V-stitches and puff stitches. The pattern is quite easy, but I know that not everyone is comfortable working puff stitches, and in this pattern you can substitute puff stitches with 3 double crochets finished together. Here is a selfie of myself wearing my new cowl. I went for a walk today. It was a chilly afternoon and my cowl kept me cozy and warm. I think it looks very cute too. This is the yarn that I will use. It's wool bulky natural Kettle dyes. The color is Reflecting Light and the brand is Cloudborn Fibers. This is a category 5 bulky yarn. It's 100% wool. And the total yardage is 212 yards, so that should be enough. I will be working with a hook size K, 6.5 millimeters, and the starting chain must be a multiple of 4, and I start with 80 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I have 80 chains. And now I will join them into a ring with a slip stitch, and I need to be very careful not to twist the chain. Okay, and now I'm ready to start my first round. I start with 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of these chains will count as my first double crochet and 2 chains will count as chain 2 space. And now into the same chain where I joined, I make a double crochet. So now I have a V-stitch. Next I skip the next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the next one I work a V-stitch again. So a double crochet, 2 chains, and into the same chain another double crochet. Again, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the next one I work a double crochet, 2 chains, and another double crochet. And that's how this round goes. Skip 3 chains, work a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, 2 chains, and a double crochet. I'll see you at the end of the round. Here I am at the end of the round. I made a V-stitch here. I skipped 3 chains and I joined this round with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of this beginning 5 chains. So counting from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, right here I joined with a slip stitch. I started the next round with 1 chain, then into this chain 2 space I make a single crochet, 3 chains, and into the same chain 2 space I will work a puff stitch. So yarn over, I insert the hook and draw up a loop. Yarn over, insert the hook and draw up a loop. Yarn over, insert the hook, draw up a loop. I did that a total of 3 times. Now I have 7 on the hook, 6 loops over here and this chain. So I do yarn over and I draw yarn through the 6 loops. Now I have 2 on the hook, yarn over, and I draw yarn through 2 of them. And my puff stitch is finished. Now into the next chain 2 space, I will work the same sequence. First a single crochet, then 3 chains, and then a puff stitch. 1, 2, 3. And again into the next chain 2 space, same thing, a single crochet, 3 chains, and a puff stitch. 1, 2, 3. And that's how this round goes. I'll see you at the end of the round. At the end of the round I join with a slip stitch to this very first single crochet. So now I have 2 rounds finished. I start the next round with 5 chains, 3 of these chains, 3 of these 5 chains count as the first double crochet, and 2 chains will count as a chain 2 space. And into this first single crochet I work a double crochet. I skip the next chain 3 space and I skip the puff stitch, and into the next single crochet over here I'm going to work a V-stitch again. So I make a double crochet, 2 chains, and into that same single crochet a double crochet again. Again, skip chain 3, skip the puff stitch, and into the next single crochet. Oh, and notice here that I'm not inserting the hook over here under the 2 loops on the top, but directly into the single crochet. But it's actually up to you which way you want to do yours. I guess I think in this pattern it won't make a very big difference because you are crocheting in the round, but I prefer to do it directly into the single crochet. And 2 chains and 1 more double crochet. And this is how this round goes. It's going to be a round of V-stitches. At the end of this round, I join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of these 5 beginning chains. So 1, 2, 3, and over here I make a slip stitch. And now I will repeat round number 2 again. I make 1 chain, a single crochet into the chain 2 space, 3 chains, and then into the same chain 2 space a puff stitch, and into the next chain 2 space same thing, a single crochet, 3 chains, and a puff stitch. And again into the next chain 2 space, a single crochet, 3 chains, and a puff stitch. And that's how I work this cowl, simply repeating rows 2 and 3. And here I crocheted some more. This is how much yarn I have left. I don't think it's gonna be enough to make 2 more rounds because puff stitches take quite a lot of yarn. So I'm going to fasten off at this point. Let's see how wide my cowl is. It is 9 inches. And the last round that I made is round number 3. It's a round of V-stitches. So this is it.